And hello, movie fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Jason Sudeikis film, "Over Your Dead Body," starring Jason Sudeikis and Samara Weaving. So in this movie, you have Jason Sudeikis and his wife in this movie, Samara Weaving. They play a couple that they're living okay. Their relationship is okay. They're not great. They're not millionaires. They're not. They live okay, but they can do better apparently. So in this movie, you see Jason Sudeikis, his character. He's I guess he's like a commercial director, and Samara is like an actress. Trying to be an actress kind of a person. And then one day they decide to go to their cabin up in I guess the mountains, and well, they both decided. Well, Jason's character decides he wants to kill his wife. Why? Because he found out something that she did to him that he does not like. I'm not gonna say what it is, in case you want to watch it. And she catches wind of this and decides to turn the tables on him because she wants to do the exact same thing to him. Why? Well, she has her reasons. you watch this movie, it's like I can understand her reasons. Again, I won't give it away. And then it goes from that to just a great comedy. And I really thought the chemistry between Jason Sudeikis and Samara Weaving were great. First of all, I like Jason Sudeikis. I think he's a very underrated comedian. I think he's hilarious. I love my first time I ever saw him in a movie was in Bad Teacher. He's hilarious in that movie. He's great. Like I watch him in anything. He's great. Samara Weaving, I'm starting to really like her a lot. She's fantastic. First time we saw her was in Ready or Not. We all thought she was Margot Robbie. We all were like, yeah, but no, she's not. But similar, but no. But yeah, she's fantastic in this, and I love the chemistry between the two of them. Just playing this kind of like odd couple, where you look at them as like, will they actually be together? Kind of like if this was like a 90s throwback movie where, the hot cheerleader hooks up with the nerd, but, thinking that, well, we're thinking that, oh yeah, it's just going to be a prank to mess with him. But no, they're actually together because they're in love, so go figure. But they do have their issues. And in this movie, they literally, it's in the trailers, they literally try to kill themselves, each other. And, honestly, I thought this movie was a lot of fun. Funny moments, great little action here. And then there's a side plot to this movie that even I didn't see coming. And then once the side plot gets involved with the main plot and kind of blends in, it blends actually really well, which I'm really surprised because and I don't know if this is in the trailer because I only saw one trailer, but this is in the trailer. A group of criminals break out of prison and then they start running from the law. They end up finding the cabin that these two are staying at. And then they decide it's like, yeah, let's kidnap them and, try to get money from them so we can try to get the heck out of this place and not have to worry about the cops. And then it becomes like this weird, so everybody free for all. Everybody's just trying to go after each other. And I thought they did a really good job here. You had I forgot the other actor's name. Hold on. Timothy Oplin. I probably butchered his last name. I apologize. He was like the bad guy in this movie. He was great. I thought his character was great. And then just seeing Jason Sudeikis try to be like the tough guy in here, I thought really worked. Samara Weaving was great too. I really started liking her a lot. She's really, really great. And I thought the comedian timing was great. I thought the action scenes were great as well. Everything blended really, really nicely. My only real complaint about the film was that I felt like they could have just like explained like why does he really want to like kill her? Like why does Jason Sudeikis' character want to kill his wife? I mean, they gave us a reason, but there wasn't really much of a reason. I feel like the reason was like I'll give you an example. This is not the reason. Like if she stole something from him, why she did that in the first place. They really don't kind of build up to that. It just says like, yeah, you did this to me, and that's why I want to give it to you. But still, I thought it was a fun film. I enjoyed it. A lot of laughs. A lot of laughs. There's a moment in here. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's like a moment here when you ever see a comedy or a comedy action movie where the heroes are like put in a corner, and then that one big surprise like action guy shows up or action girl shows up, and then they do something funny that ends up getting them like in the same situation that those people are in, and it's still funny. Yeah, they have one in here, and I thought it was funny. There's even cutback, like flashback scenes in here where it's like 2 days earlier, 2 days before, a day before happened, 5 seconds before this happened, and it really blended really well. So I thought that stuff was great as well. And again, Jason Sudeikis, and of course Samara Weaving. I thought the chemistry again was really great. So yeah, yeah. I even thought Samara's comedic timing was great. A little not as good as Jason's. She could still work on that. She could be better at that because she's more of a I feel like her action style is more. She's more built for an action star. So, but we'll see how that turns out one day when we'll see her more. But I think her comedic timing was great. Could have been a little bit better, but still, I think I think Jason made me laugh more than anybody. But then when they were together, supposed to make you laugh, it worked. So at least that. So he had, he was there to help her be more funnier. So I thought that stuff was worked. That stuff worked a lot, and it was just a fun time, and I really enjoyed it. So I highly recommend checking this movie a lot. I don't think nobody's talking about this movie, but I saw it. I thought it was fun. So give it a shot if you can. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie. If you got a chance to see it. Was this on your radar? Not on your radar? Now that I give you this review, it's on your radar. Want to go check it out? Whatever it is, leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And have a good day.